The 2025 NBA All-Star reserves were announced. There were 7 players added to this pool of players. Let's take a look at the Western Conference. Looks like Anthony Davis made it, Ant Edwards, James Harden, Jaren Jackson Jr., Alperen Sengun, Victor Wembanyama, and Jalen Williams of the OKC Thunder. What are your thoughts on the West?
I don't have no problem with the West. Zero problems with the West. However, I could listen to an argument regarding why is Jalen Williams here and not someone else. But everybody else, I'm 100% okay with. I take that back. I'm sorry. I am 80% okay with. Somebody else can also do an argument of why James Harden is here and someone else. So those are the 2 players that if somebody else had an argument about why they're here and I would prefer, I would be okay with those 2 arguments. But everyone else, I'm good. I'm good. Well deserved. Congratulations. See you in California.
Okay, yeah. So you know what? I understand the argument about James Harden, though, because maybe it should have been Norman Powell, because when he wasn't selected, he was the first name that a lot of people were talking about. He's having a better year than Jalen Williams, in all honesty. And some might venture to say that he's playing better than James Harden, and he's the reason why the Clippers are where they are. So I can understand that argument.
Right.
But the rest of these guys, it's fine, I guess, in the West.
Yeah, I have nothing else to say about it. Congratulations, absolutely. But let's move to the East.
Yes, for the East, I see Jaylen Brown, Cade Cunningham, Darius Garland, Tyler Hero, Damian Lillard, Evan Mobley, and Pascal Siakam.
Where? When and where? I have watched every published first fans returns, second fans returns, third fans returns, and the voting results. And I'm sorry. Congratulations, Pascal Siakam, but your name was nowhere on those lists. Did I miss it? Where did he come from? Really, y'all? Where is the secret ballot? Because I need to be voting on that one. Now, I'm not saying it's not well-deserved at all, but for him not to show up on a list from a fan perspective, from the media perspective, and from the player's perspective, and then all of a sudden become an all-star reserve blows me away. Am I missing something?
Yeah, you must have missed a small print at the bottom of the ballots because Pascal Siakam came out of the blue sky. I just couldn't believe it. I said, did they make a mistake? Oh, somebody misprinted on the ballot. There must have been 2 ballots floating around.
Right? They must have meant to put Paolo Banchero. Oh, it's the P's that messed them up. You gotta be kidding me. If it's the top 10, he was nowhere in the top 10. Not even in the final. What?
Really know. Yeah, Paolo Banchero. I don't see Franz Wagner either.
I'm just saying. All I'm saying is this. If he was supposed to be on here, why wasn't any of the other results? That's all I'm saying. So how did his name get in the mix? So which now leads me to, y'all really care about the voting? Or is it just free fall? I don't understand how his name, I just don't understand it. It had to have been a mistake. It was already published, and there's nothing they can do to take it back. Had to be.
So now they just got to ride with it. Okay.
Got to ride with it.
I don't see LaMelo Ball here, a fan favorite. I'm going to say he got snubbed. I'm going to go out there and say, the fan vote is 50%. We're the ones watching the game. We're the one paying their salaries, essentially. Where's LaMelo Ball?
Wait a minute. Not only was he the number 1 fan, he was 3rd in fan ranking. He was 2nd in player ranking. You mean to tell me that don't warrant him a spot as an all-star reserve in the East? What is the point of the voting? I can't believe he's not here. If the all-star game is supposed to be a fan-based game, why is he not one of the fan favorites on this list? Big snub. Yet I'm looking at Damian Lillard. I'm done. I'm done. When Damian Lillard did not, and I'm looking at the numbers from the final voting results right now. Damian Lillard, number 4 in fan ranking, number 8 in player ranking, and number 5 in media ranking. way below what LaMelo was. Are you kidding
Yeah, it needs to be an investigation into the East player pool because I just have so many questions. And where's Trey Young?
me? So is there a ban against Trae Young becoming an all-star? How many more
Yeah,
seasons will he be snubbed? Because I'm
yeah,
sorry. I'm sorry. Trae Young and LaMelo Ball most definitely should be a reserve. Those two alone, based off of the results. Period. Why are they not here?
hmm,
But I'm looking
hmm.
at no disrespect to Tyler Hero and no disrespect to Damian Lillard. But really, over LaMelo Ball and Trae Young? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Yeah, yeah. Well, this is politics as usual. That's what Kawhi Leonard and Devin Booker alluded to.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah. They're like, well, and Kawhi Leonard in particular, he said, I don't think they'll allow two Clippers into the All-Star game, meaning James Harden and Norm Powell.
Mm-hmm.
I said, why would he say that? And Devin Booker was like, well, it's the politics of the game. It's no longer about the best players making it to the All-Star game. I said, whoa.
Well, it's not only about the best players making it to the All-Star game. It's also about your vote doesn't count. Clearly, for the East, clearly your vote. Thank you for participating, but we're gonna make our own decision. Are you serious? And I'm happy to
Hmm.
see Darius Garland. I'm happy to see him. Even Evan Mobley. I'm great. But from a guard perspective, Darius Garland, congratulations. Damian Lillard, congratulations. However, over LaMelo Ball and Trae Young, no, absolutely not. Absolutely
Hmm.
not. Mm-mm.
Yeah, yeah. Also Tyrese Maxey, I think he got slammed too. I mean, he's missed a couple of games and the Sixers suck. But so
So, so what? And if you look at uh, actually is top five in at least two of the statistical categories in the league right now. I was looking at NBA.com today. He is top
Mhm.
five in two of them. I don't remember what two categories they were, but he can't even be on the list. Mm-mm. And when I'm
Yeah.
looking at Damian, I'm not gonna say his name no more. But come on. Mm-mm.
Happy to see the Cavs, number one in the East. They have three players, Garland, Mobley, and Mitchell. I mean, Jared Allen got to be feeling left out at this point because I think he's a big part of what they do in the front court. Just
Yeah,
saying. I mean,
but why is there three players though? So that leads me to the politic idea that Devin Booker and both Kawhi Leonard apparently has, based off of what you just told us, that maybe this is true, but not for everybody, clearly.
uh-huh. Because the Celtics, the Thunder, Lakers, and the Knicks, they have two All-Stars. I mean, we can
No, they don't.
say AD,
The,
we
not the
can
Lakers.
say the Lakers have two because when these results came out, AD
That's
was
true.
still a Laker.
That's true. What will he
But
be
now,
repping? Ooh.
now he's going to be wearing a different jersey.
I don't. Again, if we're going to be voting, I should see. That's why I don't have a problem with the starters. When I look at the starters and I look at the voting results, I say, okay, it balances out, right? Because top voters in all categories, player, fan, and media, these starters show at the highest ranking on these reports. So I said, okay, that makes sense. But then we get to reserve, and now we're picking and choosing, cherry picking
Mhm.
on who we want to have. Forget the results. I want this. No, where's the secret
Mhm.
ballot, NBA? Because that's the one. Publish those results would show Pascal Siakam. Where they at? I ain't seen it.
I I haven't seen it either. It's crazy. Why even post the results if you're going to have these invisible players, mystery players show up at the
Exactly.
end, you know?
Not mystery. Not mystery. However, I do you need a representation from every team? No, you don't. Is it only for teams that are top six? No, that's not true. So then what is it? What is the additional agenda that the reserves players that are selected have that we haven't seen? Because it's not clearly stated. This is a game for the fans. So that means that fan voting, because it's 50%, I want to see LaMelo Ball. Do you not know how great it would have been to see LaMelo Ball participate in this All-Star new formatting? It would have been wonderful.
Ah,
The
yeah.
showcase he would have put on, right?
Right, right.
Not only do I have a problem with the East and some of the players that should be on the list as reserves, I'm going to circle back to the West real quick. When this list was put out, First of all, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander should be at the top of the West. He was number one in fan voting, number one in player voting, and number one in media. Why is he listed as number 3? Now, I know it's semantics at this point, but Steph Curry, who put the list out? Because whoever did this list, whoever put this whole flyer together, this little cute, beautiful marketing tool, is a Steph Curry fan. Because if you wanted to be honest about how you're going to list the names, Shea Gilgeous should be at the top.
Oh,
Giannis
wow.
Antetokounmpo is, and he's number 1 all across the board. Those details matter to me. Don't do that. Don't be trying to secretly snub SGA.
I didn't even pick up on that. And look at Nikola Jokic. Look at him under LeBron James.
This is what I'm saying.
Mm.
KD, from a list perspective. Now, they're all starters. I get they're all starters. But details like that, who put the list out? Don't be biased. Don't be biased in your preparing of spreadsheets and lists. Don't do that.
They didn't even do it by position, right? Because Giannis is not a point guard. If you think about it, right? 2 guards at the top. Nope, that's incorrect. Wow. But look, check out first-time All-Stars, though. Congratulations to Alperen Sengun, Wemby, Jalen Williams, Kay Cunningham, Tyler Hero, and Evan Mobley. I like to see that.
Me too. More of it, actually. And they're all well-deserved. I don't have an issue with that. I'm so happy that the Houston Rockets have an all-star representing this season. That is amazing.
It is. And I learned that the head coaches cannot vote for their player.
Good.
For the reserves. I said, oh, okay. So Alperen, he got in on straight merit.
I love it. Great.
Mm-hmm.
So how many votes did Pascal Siakam get?
And who? He must be a coach's dream to coach.
Maybe.
As I just don't get it. I don't get it. Who you got making All-Star MVP?
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh,
Thunder up.
Okay, I'm going with Victor Wembanyama. I think this is a guy who hates losing. He cried when they were eliminated, when France was eliminated from the Olympics. He cares. He's going to give his all-out effort. I'm going with Wemby.
You don't think Giannis is going to have something to say about that?
Well, I watched a recent game with Giannis and Wemby, and Wemby owned Giannis Antetokounmpo. I mean, it was.
And Wemby said, "Step aside, Giannis."
Yes. So yeah, I'm going with Wemby. Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised. I'll be okay with Wemby. I will not be okay with anybody outside of those 2. Put that on the record. SGA or Wembanyama. Anybody else is rigged.
Oh my God. Okay. So for the Western Conference, we have Coach Mark Daigneault, head coach of the OKC Thunder, number 1 team in the West, coaching. And then for the East, quite naturally, we have Kenny Atkinson, head coach of the Cavs, number 1 in the East. Now, how do you think this is going to play out? Because Mark Daigneault has all the power to play SGA a ton of minutes so that he could get MVP, right? How's that going to play out? What you think?
I don't think it matters. I would probably not have SGA exert too much. The end result really is the NBA champion. I think that they are too close to get there for him to be injured in this All-Star game. That's how I see it. So if anybody going to play, let him just equally play his minutes like everybody else. But I would say don't give 80% SGA. Save your energy for the postseason because we want that championship. This one will be cute, but I want that one. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
But see, that mindset is why we're in this format in the first place.
Exactly. Well.
I mean, this is for the fans. I think all players need to put on a show. It's not very often we get to see the quote, in quote, best players of the NBA all on the same stage. And I just think they should go all out. Injuries are going to happen. They're going to happen regardless. So why not? Why not put on a show?
Why not? Yeah, he can put on the show 80% of it. Yeah, absolutely. I'd have no problem with that. I didn't say 10. I said 80. That's still a lot. And that means that maybe he doesn't have as many minutes played. It doesn't mean he doesn't play. And now that we are talking about what the coach McDaniel will do for SGA, Kenny Atkins can do the same thing for any of the three that he has as an all-star.
Sure could. And Donovan Mitchell will gladly take the
Gl-
minutes and take all the shots.
oh my God. Dribble, 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 dribble. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. And so why wouldn't he? Can you imagine? They both going head to head.
Uh,
That is actually a good, because the format really is such as this. It's going to be, it's like a mini tournament. So there's a mini tournament as the first level, if you will, and then whoever teams make it to the 40 points first, then those teams will then go to the semifinals, and then the two remaining teams that win the semifinals will then go to the championship. So it's almost like a mini playoff series for the All-Star game. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about that. Now I know one thing: these players right here on this list, these NBA players, top players in their league, don't be upset by the up and coming rising stars or the G League players, because I can guarantee you they're gonna come to play. As a matter of fact, that may actually make the game really competitive, because these known superstars that play professional NBA basketball don't want to be upset by any G League player.
right.
So that may be the edge of competitiveness that we have been searching for with the All-Star format.
Oh, yeah. You are absolutely correct. Talk about embarrassing, and especially with social media, the way that those clips will go viral.
Immediately. If one of these G League players put any of these people on, I guarantee it's going to go viral. If any of them touch earth from a G League player, and they can, because those G League players be balling, and they have something to prove. They have something to prove. Oh, that's a great opportunity for them. I'm excited. That makes it exciting, actually.